Hey guys, welcome back to Alleviated. Today we are going to discuss 7 signs that you are more attractive than you believe. Self-confidence is incredibly important, especially when you are looking to win over the attention of other people. Sometimes you really have to believe that you are an attractive person for you to be able to really attract the affection of others. There are just so many people out there who make the mistake of depriving themselves of being in relationships because they don't think that they are attractive or good looking enough to be in them. They don't pursue the romances that they want to be in because they think they have had it takes to get people to become attracted in them. While it would be wrong to be overly confident and arrogant about how you look, it would be just as bad to understand and devalue how attractive you really are. It's important to realize that relationships aren't always going to be solely about physical attraction, but there's no denying that it plays a huge part of it. You have to be able to believe in your self-worth and just how uniquely beautiful you are as a human being. You have every right to have other people fall in love with you. You can't be shutting yourself off from love just because you don't believe that you could ever be attractive enough for anyone. To help you convince further, perhaps you just need to be aware of the signs that people really find you attractive. Maybe your insecurity and vulnerability has blinded you from the indications that other people actually become physically attracted to you. So, not further ado, let's see what are the signs that are actually more attractive than you have actually led yourself to believe. Number 1. People give you double takes when you pass them by on the street. You have a very understated beauty and attractiveness about you that causes people to look at you twice when you happen to pass them by. It's a very subtle indicator, and that might be the reason why you haven't noticed yet. But if you learn to pay attention, then it will be as clear as day. Number 2. People don't compliment you but your good looks because they assume that you are already aware of it. Typically, you would assume that the most good looking people are constantly at the receiving end of compliments about their beauty. But the truth is, the most attractive people don't need to be told about how attractive they are. Typically, people just assume that attractive people are aware of the attractiveness, and it's something that just don't need to be pointed out anymore. Number 3. But when people do compliment you, they always do so casually because they think that you probably get it a lot. You don't get compliments all too often, but when you do, they are always delivered so casually and normally. People just assume that you hear this kind of stuff all the time, so they don't really put much weight behind the delivery of their compliment. Number 4. People are generally surprised whenever you admit that you have your share of insecurities. In general, people just assume that you are someone who doesn't have any insecurities to deal with at all. It's difficult for people to grasp the idea of someone who is as attractive and as good looking as you still has to deal with insecurities just like everyone else. Number 5. You catch people staring at you from across the room at a restaurant or bar. People aren't staring at you because you have an unremarkable face. If you find that people stare at you in public, it's probably because they genuinely find your physical features quite intriguing and attractive. So, if you find that someone cute is staring at you in public, muster up the courage to actually approach that person. You never know what might come out of it. Number 6. You rarely go on for too long without having some sort of relationship with someone. You might think that your failed relationships and short term flings are an indicator of your unattractiveness. But that's not the case. The fact that you have a vibrant and active romantic life is a sign that people do find you attractive. It's just a matter of building the personality and emotional maturity that's necessary to actually sustain a relationship. Number 7. You go after the life that you want to live for yourself, and that's what makes you most attractive. The most attractive thing about a person would always be passion. So, if you are a really passionate individual who is willing to go after the life that you think you really deserve for yourself, then people are really going to find you attractive. The reason why passion for life is an attractive quality to have is because with passion comes potential. If people see that you can be so passionate about your career or your hobbies, then they know that you have the potential to be just as passionate about love and relationships as well. So, here it is. These were the 7 signs that can tell how attractive you are more than you think of yourself. So, let me know in the comment section which sign do you find in yourself, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye, take care.